Hey, what's up guys? Mary from Vast Ocean here, and let me just say, I am super excited to be back and making videos for you guys. So one thing that you may not know about us here at Vast Ocean is not only are we your favorite manufacturer for fish tank accessories and supplies, but here at our Vast Ocean HQ, we're also a fully functioning pet store, selling fish, reptiles, birds, and small animals. But we're going to start making some more videos about reptiles and getting out of our old chain of only making things about fish and all of our products, because we really want to show you the whole world of the pet industry. So today we're going to be starting off by making a video about amphibians, and we're going to be starting off with the red-eyed tree frog. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So I really want to start off by talking about the humidity that you need for these guys inside their enclosure. It should be between 60 and 75%, and you can do this by spraying down their enclosure 2 times a week if you have a bowl of water in there, and if you don't have a bowl of water, spraying it once per day. But something that's very important to note about these guys is when you go to spray them, it's very important that you don't spray their actual bodies, because the oils that naturally occur on their skin is not going to settle well on them if it gets hit with water. And when we're talking about our next thing, which is going to be substrate, you really need to make sure that you're going to choose a substrate that's not going to hold a lot of humidity. So you want to choose something that's going to be larger and it's not going to hold moisture, so something like a bark or wood chips compared to something like coconut fiber or eco earth, which is going to hold in all that humidity. Plus, with all of the tiny little granules that can come off of eco earth and coconut fiber, it can get on the back of their skin, which can cause an infection, which will ultimately kill a red-eyed tree frog if not treated soon enough. So the next thing to note about a red-eyed tree frog is their diet and how you're going to feed them. So when you go and feed a red-eyed tree frog, you want to be feeding them crickets towards night, because a red-eyed tree frog is nocturnal, so they're going to be doing all their hunting at night. If you were to go and put all your crickets inside of the cage during the day, the crickets will then have the chance to hide under any decorations that you may have inside of your enclosure, which is just going to make it harder for this little guy to hunt at night and be able to get all the food that he needs to stay healthy and strong. And one commonly asked question here at our store is, how often, if ever, should I be using calcium powder or a D3 supplement? And the answer to that really depends on how you have your enclosure set up. So if you have a UV light set up, you don't necessarily need to use a calcium powder or a D3 supplement every day. However, we will still recommend doing that. And if you don't have a UV light, it is absolutely crucial that you do choose to use some form of a D3 supplement or calcium powder every time that you go to feed your red-eyed tree frog, because they need to be getting all those nutrients in somehow. And while we here will recommend that you do have a UV light, it's not absolutely necessary that you have one. And finally, one other commonly asked question that we have is, can you have these guys with any other animals besides a red-eyed tree frog? And the answer to that is kind of. You only want to put them in with other animals that are going to be similar in size, that will have the same diet as them, or something that has the same environment. So something like a dumpy tree frog would be a perfect companion for these guys. Well, that's all that we have for today's video, guys, and we really hope that you tune in for more videos, especially on some of our coming reptile videos in the future. And to make sure that you don't miss one, don't forget to ring that bell, drop a like, and smash that subscribe button. And as always, stay swimmy, guys.